Let's close this door.
So you choose the 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Whoa,
One, two, three, perfect here.
whoa. Control. I literally did not even do that.
No, man, it's perfect. You're fine. No, it's great.
Jesus Christ.
Awaken the Bowser.
God, yeah.
on, 5.
Just, I know. Oh, wait, 3.
There it is.
Granted, it's a different building.
No, it's definitely the lights. 100%
Yeah,
the lights.
it's the lights. I felt like it was hard to like stay awake. Maybe I didn't drink enough coffee. I should have done cold brew. It was hot, actually.
Yeah. Well, it may have taken us 6 years, Addy, but we learned.
We all figure it out eventually. Hey, Chris, I don't mean to alarm you, but there's a smoking hot dude next to you. Watch out so you don't catch on fire.
Oh, maybe I wanted
Where is
to
he?
burn. Can I talk to them?
Arr. Ah. Rah. Ah. Grr. Ah.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Keep back.
How shame to be saved by her twice.
Oh, that's right. She did save me last time.
I guess you can't help it. So let's postpone this game for now.
He really hit both of those syllables in postpone.
Maybe we can begin a new game. Lord Nobunaga is going to tackle Nani Castle.
We must
Postpone this game.
It's only a matter of
Yeah, I can just sit there and I can raw dog a pickle all day. All right.
This Saturday, we're gonna be live for 24 hours straight playing nothing. You got a good one. I didn't look at it. That one's either rotten egg or buttered popcorn. It's a lose-lose. Mine is
It is a lose-lose.
Mine is toothpaste or blue raspberry.
Oh, you just...
Mine's easy peasy. You wanted this.
Yeah.
Toothpaste. Thank you for the GG. Thank you for the bean.
She's finally come.
You think it's a trap?
She's like, can I?
You're worried the mayor is next.
The more it seems he doesn't know.
We use this. It's a bot. Telling you more. It's a bot.
It's a bot.
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 How annoying. Yes, block this user. Good gosh. What a process. You can clip that, Eddie.
I don't wanna.
Oh, it's funny.
Fucking hell. Oh, what am I, your editor now?
I can make you an editor.
Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it and strike back.
Why are they letting her talk to Shooter? We all have bows and arrows.
you there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
How are you?
Yes, my lord.
There he goes. Now we're talking. Yeah, fuck her up.
This fucking Shooter.
See?
Oh, literally.
This morning, and we're like, what's going on, buddy? Oh! This is not what I thought was gonna happen! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Drink before I die! Yeah, it's a slight improvement.
You want a button on top of a little capsule and you push your pow, you got stuff.
Push your pow.
Hey, it's me, I can do it. I have no experience in how to do that kind of thing.
How does the
Or
science work?
I don't know science. We're gonna figure it out.
These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me that he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? My talents to kill? Scarred in, so anything's possible.
Go, fucking run, go, come on. Get the fucking archer.
No more spicy arrows. You stop it.
Stop it. Yeah, it's much easier just running at them.
Ooh. Yeah, it really is. Familiar with that character at least. They've given a few out for free. Oh, that's fair. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Hitra, it's an honor. Hi, I'm Affinity Chris, and I believe the Earth is flat. That is my belief. You are wrong if you think otherwise. You want to kill an unarmed man, would you? Would you? Let's close this door. Need to summon the true essence of gamer. No, 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 no! I didn't mean it! Yep, it's always 30 damage. Can't take another hit. Oh, right. I don't know why I thought that they were gonna make it. Well, you know, round 2. Cool.
I feel like whenever I'm on, lately I've been beamed every time.
Because it's about time you were bullied a little bit. Nice. We got all the tokens at least. Speaking of which, oh, Daddy took his socks off.
Hey.
Damn, I thought people had to pay for that.
Yeah, no one's actually gonna see that.
That's pretty handy. I don't trust this for 1 second. Oh, oh! Yeah, it doesn't look like she's just got her arms out like this. I'm ready for anything. Oh my god, here we go again. Back with some more FF14. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Just adjusted my mic. Now it feels far from me. Maybe it's fine. It's probably fine. As long as y'all can hear me. So I learned something. So we set up last time, whenever that was, Sunday maybe? Well, last time we'd played FF14, we set up to try to find Hildibrand. I was directed to go to Ul'dah and go to the market, and it turns out we didn't finish all of the A Realm Reborn Hildibrand stuff. So we left off, I think, in the final patch content for A Realm Reborn Hildibrand stuff. So this is where we actually need to go. This is one more quest string until we're able to see the Heavensward stuff. I think I was told that I was done, and I didn't actually look it up. So I wonder if this is like the segue into the Heavensward stuff. Who knows? What's up, Ribs? Thank you for the contribution. Hope you're doing well. Heck yeah, Hildy time. All right, Shades of Silde. I was wondering when you'd show up, Hans. I hope you haven't made any plans for the day, because we've got a situation in our hands. Remember our good friend, the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Ul'dah society. Mr. Many Faces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you hear me complaining. The only thing that my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye's been selling like pancakes. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, that is. Shall we, Hans? The hidden treasure of Ul'dah, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on this, it's you-know-who. To Sunsilk Tapestries. Sure. Whatever you say. I hope you're all doing well today. Alright, where am I actually going? Okay, cool. I don't know if it'd make more sense to warp. Ah, we'll just run. Surely it's not that far. I feel like it's been a hot second since we've actually run around in Ul'dah. My old stomping grounds. That it? Yeah, that's the dude. Well now, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, and my favorite Mithril Eye reporter along with him, tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see. As much as I'd like to help the two of my best mates, I'm afraid you have found old Wyman at a loss. Ul'dah has more than a fair share of treasures hidden, and otherwise, I reckon our phantom friend could be just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thief's got on his eyes, it's got the Sultansworn in the right dither, in a right dither. Word has it that they've formed a regiment, their best and brightest safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultansworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, Hans, I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the Sworn. Oi, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. Man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Hans. Time is of the essence. She ran this way, but it turns out we should go this way. I could probably teleport, though. Ooh, the Aethernet. Nice. Okay. It takes us right there. There you are. Halt! Only authorized personnel allowed in. That'll bugger me with a broadsword. It's the gentleman of Light's Adventuring Company, companion, and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye. Well, well, if it isn't the self-styled warrior of light. Tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultansworn recruiter to land yourself this position? Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing as the gentleman of light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of me soul, like I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm, just like my master, my hero, Master Hildibrand. The Sultansworn were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me. You've come to assist Master Hildibrand in his investigation, haven't you? Cor, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the mates who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best and something of a history buff, it'd seem. When she's heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Beladadia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, I guess. Look at those bungler's fingers, though, getting all up in here. A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case and would appreciate any information that might shed light on recent events. The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie. And if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion friend here one Hans Who Fucks, yes? That's me. You know Hans? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the inspector, too, would also welcome a helping hand. Ah, this boy. The Sultanworn, the elite of Ulda's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Inspector Briardian? That's right. Always one step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Hans, a moment if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me and don't move an ill. Inspector, what is that in your... Demasking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counteragent that would dissolve the disguise, whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultanworn at our disposal, we are only able to produce a limited supply. Why not just grab their face and be like, is it really you? Scooby-Doo style? I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Ulda, the last of the four lost relics of Beladia. I fear not. I've poured through the histories time and time again, but the only mention of these 4 relics is vague reference to an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, one each possessed by these 4 Beladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times have we tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths. All artifacts of Beladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. The Black Guard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault's doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, my lady. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. The Sultanworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Of course, there he is. Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the demasking dust that the That is the talk of the palace. Ha! But you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. A shame that. Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of the publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted with a great sword? Strangled with subligar, mayhap? I'm afraid that we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderous plots the murderers plots the deaths of 2. The murderer plots the death of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action quickly. Oh my goodness, my doggy. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. I heard the door open and Tenzin just shambled in, curled right up on the chair, and snuggled around the pillow. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. What is Tenzin comfy level? On a scale of 10, we'll put it at a solid 7. Not the coziest he's ever been, but like, it's a happy place cozy, so it's still pretty cozy. Even though these chairs are really not cozy, but he loves curling around this pillow. He may have 1,000 faces, but with Inspector Briardian's demasking dust, the masquerade will soon be over. Oh, interesting. I can't talk to either of these 2. Alright, Hildy. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I like your gusto, but if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly Hans, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sasamo. Even the most circumspect criminals cannot help but leave behind clues. Clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious. My ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. All right. Away we go. All right, Shades of Silda is still the quest. It's all last quests. Should have looked. Oh. Out here, huh? Probably the closest then would be Big Boy. Oh, actually, this one. Bingo. Oh yeah, I should eat egg. Egg time. Hope everyone's doing well today, though. Alright. Not allowed to have fun mounts inside the city. Still waking up a little bit. Finally rolled out of bed at like 10. which is the most I've slept in a while. Oh, oh, right here. Now, there we go. Ours. Yes, it's becoming all clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Just who do you think what do you think you're doing, eh? Hey! I'm the one who put these flowers here. Hey, to honor the memory of me, poor boy. You dared defile his memory, eh? Hey! 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I'm Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Ahem. As I was saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run or he'll turn you into a zombie just like my poor boy. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Sildir? Aye, Ulda's sibling nation against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, aye, but I speak of far greater horrors than death, an unholy draught brewed by Sildin alchemist, one with the power to turn the living with the undead, that this nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers, the traitor's spurn. They turned my boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But ye won't hear that from the Heavensward. Thal alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects. The traitor's spurn. I heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing, just who are we dealing with here? Sildin? I'm sure of it. Only Sildin would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sildin died 4 centuries ago, you say? Oh, they did. They did. He calls himself the Phantom Thief. He does, but he did. But did it ever occur to ye that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom, eh? I heard the tales from my own great-great-grandmother. And I did. About the 4 relics of Beldia and the powers they hold. The power to exact justice. A specter of Silde has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all. Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if you'd only become a traitor like your father, if only you'd kept your nose out of those history books, and never so much as breathed the accursed name of Sildir. But you did, and now we're doomed. Doomed. Yeah. Well, she's lost her marbles. I'm like, we should have probably used the dust on her, right? That lady's pretty sus. Pretty sus. Edlin Orson's here somewhere. I can feel it in me follicles. The most potent air tonic the realm has seen. Hey, that it was for all fortnight before my flowing locks fell out again. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just to twist a knife an extra ilm. Monteblanc? I don't know. Charlatan! I'll find that so-called inspector, his sorry band, and pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. I do remember this guy. It's been a hot second since we've done the Hildibrand stuff. Bum bum. But I'm glad to see I have not totally forgotten everything. Shades of Sildar, living men turned into zombies, the crone's lost not just her son, but her wits as well. Sounds about right. It's all becoming clear to me now. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Him, our phantom thief, is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and the dead, for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of the specter's grievances? Without his knowledge, we cannot hope but assuage its rancor. Let us begin the search at the Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Sildar might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Briardian. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the Guild, it shall not escape my Inspector's eye. I would certainly hope not. Alright, cool. Right back up. Bum, 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 bum. Ow, I was like, what's the blue quest over here if the area of effect is what we need? There we go.
Greetings, traveler. You would learn of the war between Ul'dah and the fallen Sultanate of Sildar. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating into an outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'dah emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Ul'dah's superior numbers, Sildar alchemists devised a most horrific stratagem. Employing a frightful formula known as the traitor's spurn, they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they even employed the potion on those of the living who were just too weak or too wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it, no? It is truly a crowning glory that our nation, that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors. I mean, honestly, yeah, though. A little bit. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our halls to research Sildar. A fellow student of history, though, I'm more than welcomed to the conversation. Beladian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were brought to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Sildar. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Alright. We have back here. I'm missing one, though, after this one. What's that you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Ul'dah and Sildar? I suppose I could spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. Two scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power, the silver of Sildar weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sildar knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. Now, in this matter, histories are clear. But riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does it say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Silde, Uldan and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of the most fascinating fact. Might be it that someone, at some time, deemed this particular truth less than convenient. But I have said enough already. I mean, that seems great, though, that we were able to work together once. Some freaking racist cover-up right there. Can't be seen working with the Amalja. Psh, unbelievable. Is this last one? It shouldn't be right outside, right? Oh, you sneaky jerks. Gods be good! You're the adventurer who saved me back in the ruins, researching the ancient feud between Ulda and Silde, are ya? Why, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with the ancient subject. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Belladia. The Fifth Astral Era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. The Age of Enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the war with the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused the catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. There was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalin, where they would found the nation of Belladia some 8 centuries agone. Imagine a government of mages, by mages and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Belladian civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this was not to be. It was a little bit sad. Alright, Hildibrand, I'm pretty sure I got more out of this than you. My ever-loyal associate, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed, it happens we have learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review, allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession divides the great civilization of Belladia, giving rise to siblings of nations of Ulda and Silde. 2 nations coexist for some generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in an outright war. Daunted by Ulda's superior military might, Silde employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand and have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of the doomed Silde, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen into slavering zombies. You know, I do kind of like how this sort of is a complete circle now, because this started with Hildibrand being a zombie, kinda. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully into the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sildan statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. Also, thank you for the contribution, Drake. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig the statesman out of his grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that your quarry shares some link to Silde. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen sultanate.
The Sildin connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Beladian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? A few people in this town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me, of course! My keen investigator senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. You're like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him? My sources identified the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit?
Yeah. We should. Gonna mess him up. I'll beat the answers out of him. What do you mean that's not necessary? Let me at him. Let me beat the truth out of him.
Pretty sure Horizon's not that far, but... Oh, maybe it is. Oh, it's this one. Wait, but... Oh, there it is. Come on, come on. Oh, ha 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 ha. Right, I can't Aethernet there. I have to actually teleport. Silly me. You know, it's weird that between last night and today, there's now two different games with two very different stories that have involved taking dead bodies. I'm like, huh, weird that that in the two games I'm playing, this is happening side by side. It's silly, Chris. Lucky Charms are for kids. They can't stop me from getting me Lucky Charms. My keen instincts tell me that Master Guguria's testimony will be key to monumental breakthrough of our investigation. Yes, I shall employ the ancient Mandeville art of parley to successfully extract the information we require. Hey, Guguria.
Give me the deets or else. Give me the deets or else. I'll beat you to a pulp. Yes? If you got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste shitting with every stranger who passes by.
Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, I'll sing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for the love of money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces.
Me? A thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time for or patience for this mummery. Now, if you excuse me, an important client awaits. Hey, what's up, Toya? Can you put several dead bodies in your pocket in the other game? Not yet, but man. Oh, you know what though? I can at least pick up. Well, I guess they're living when I pick them up, but I can grab people and just lug them around, and be like do 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 do, and be like Pachoo! It's RoboCop. I've been playing RoboCop. I will still never get over that one main story quest where this is what you're referencing, where we literally pick up the dead bodies of our friends and put them in the wagon. I'm like, absolutely crazy, insane that this game made that choice. Refined voice. I thought I recognized that voice.
Oh, Lady Dorilda. Oh, Lady Dorilda, well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs in this fair evening? Why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Briardian, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here? Pray tell. Wait. Oh, who was I just... Oh, gosh, I don't remember who is who. Maybe that was him who was just saying that. Guguria, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires.
But Lady Dorilda, what about...
Ah, yes, my dear, Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Eshtame's last seasonal collection. You would be able to procure that for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself? Really not that far, honestly. The description is so self-aware. You know what, though? I appreciate that, right? Like, if you know what you're doing, then lean into it. I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Deuces.
All right, I'll tell you what I know. But you didn't hear it from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust, the traitor's spurn, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. It got me to thinking. Silda, 5 victims, the Arbiters of Truth.
The Arbiters of Truth, I'm not familiar with that name.
Aye, if you would be, an account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Ul'dah Silda conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me.
False knowledge, pray tell. Just what sort of knowledge might that be?
The false balls don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed.
Very well, just tell us one last thing. Who hired you and where can we find him?
Hob. His name's Hob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was gonna go into set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes on the airship docks. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me.
This man, Hob, must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one.
I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how that all works, but Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had all been zombified, he panicked. I guess he knew he'd be next.
Thank you very much, my kind sir. And once again, the ancient Mandeville art of parley has procured us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry, the man's life is in danger even as we speak.
All right, when do I get to kill someone? I wanted to beat this guy up, but he coughed up the deets. Yeah, started.
Alright, so now we're going to Limsa, huh? Vesper Bay. There's no ether. Gosh. Oh, that's really close. Okay, I could just fly. I suppose it makes the most sense there. Oops, sorry, I was distracted by an email. All right. Whoop. Oh. Dun dun dun. Master Hob, is everything quite all right? No. Stand back, Ellie.
Hunger for your brains.
Damn, there's no saving the man, Hans.
Do what you must. Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about.
I don't actually get to do it. It makes sense. It's just one zombo.
Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem that we were a few moments too late to the scene.
A message, and then there was one. It's a great book, by the way.
There it is again.
Something the matter, Inspector?
Indeed, Nashu, there is. Ever since I picked the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense. The sense that someone or something is watching us.
The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had the best return. I had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime.
You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone.
Inspector, I'll go with her.
If you insist, Nashu, then I give you my leave. But pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know.
Immediately proven right. By poking the bear. Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, Inspector? Ah, at Costa del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it?
I did both looking away. All even me. We weren't part of that. Not even a little bit. No way.
I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me.
Just tell her, man. A secret vow? Oh ho! Consider my interest piqued, as well. Good, Inspector, now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report.
Scholar's Walk. Okay, cool. That's exactly where I thought we were returning. There we go. Snowman mount is so silly. Wait. Oh, yeah, no, okay. I warped there. I was like, I thought there was no Aetherite crystal, but no, I'm just forgetting. Wahoo! Remember when we started this game by killing little level 1 and level 2 enemies? How long ago that was. Sprint! Is this the right place? Nope. Close though. Oh, it's up. I think. Or down? I don't think this is the way. I think it, yeah, I think it's up. The map for Ul'dah is just wacky. I don't know if I've ever been in that little room though. Doesn't seem too familiar. That Aetherite crystal. There it is. Yeah, there we go.
The news of Ob's death will not sit well with Miss Phyllis, but a gentleman must do what a gentleman must do.
A fourth victim. God have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims?
The arbiters of truth? No, it cannot be. Somebody help!
Of course. Miss Ellie? The voice came from the other direction of the vault. We must hurry.
Of course. Of course, right after he's like, don't let anything happen to you. I'll be sad.
Miss Ellie, are you hurt?
Whoops. My mouse. Here you are.
That man. I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only...
Bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you?
She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of the Sultan's worn, Squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. Dun dun dun! The thief of many faces. To think we would find our man like this.
Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more, by virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic puissance. I declare this case closed. I'll return this hatchet to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst the gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to my cracking of the case.
Oh shit, but could it reveal more? Well, you're at it. Is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? Dun dun dun! A double disguise. That's what I was waiting for. What? What is the meaning of this? Ingenious, a double disguise. Planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. This is... Geiga, one of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault, and outfitted him with an ample supply of damasking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp.
Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie?
No, that's impossible.
Of course, it all makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thief to thank for her burgeoning leadership and rise through the ranks of the Mithril Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan, too.
My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise men's whisper, it's gone. For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she's in custody. I mean, that wouldn't make sense, right? And now the game is truly afoot.
Bleh, where's the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Enkidu?
Of course, of course. Miss Ellie, Miss Ellie! That shadow you said you saw, I think it was just a dormouse. Donk. To think he'd literally stumble face first into the second mask. His good fortune truly knows no end. But worry not, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Well, it pretty much confirms that it's not Ellie. I still don't think that would have made sense anyway, because that would undermine a lot of stuff earlier. Goodbye, coffee. I will miss you.
My ever-loyal associate, we must find Miss Elliot quickly. Surely, if confronted by her constant companion, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh ho, Miss Phyllis, I thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together?
I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than...
Hildibrand Mander?
Me. What? Mind you, it is not a role I sought on my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that the position in the committee had opened and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties, to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer of the Sultan's Sworn, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I thought it was the opposite. I thought they were meant to proliferate lies, not to prevent lies. Maybe I misread that. But that makes them a good kind of faction and not an evil faction? Well, I guess we'll see. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in place where my presence can cause no harm, until such time as the killer is apprehended.
Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that's exactly what I shall do. My associates here are also at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant?
That's me. Inspector, over here.
Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you.
I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw something in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse, you see. It just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... It's very much a cat joke, isn't it? Because she's... yeah.
Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. My inspector sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us, Hans. Let us split up and canvass our surroundings.
Where's Miss Ellie? Do you think she went looking for the dormouse too? Aha. I cannot allow my presence to put my men in danger. Apologies, Hans, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. Fair enough. Water-stained letter. Water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor.
Be wary and be warned.
Great. Okay. Water-stained letter.
Trust no one, and your friends all the less.
Okay.
This will avail you well. Use it wisely. You obtain a sachet of the demasking dust. In the next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Dun dun dun. Oh, if it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Hans. It was in the area of a matter of business which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it was the same for you. Oh ho, so your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you've come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend, or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Mandeville man. That said, my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist you in your investigation. Were anything to happen to Hildibrand, his dear mother would not be pleased. So, of course, it's more about him not getting in trouble than it is protecting his son. But sure. Godbert. If the sender speaks true, the villain even now lurks in our midst. And yet we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Hans. What say you have few words with each of them to see if aught seems amiss? Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Miss Ellie is the Phantom Thief. It is the only logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel another truth still evades us. Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Inspector Briardian told me all about it. Who'd have thunk that Miss Ellie was the Phantom Thief all this time? She sure fooled me. I think it's Nashu. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses, this one's not half the fool his son is. I must elude him, and quickly. Time is of the essence. I questioned the Sultan's warrant outside. To a man, they insist that they have seen aught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? But, Father, what brings you here? I wanted to show off my short shorts again. Yes, finally, the pieces are coming together. Now, if you would kindly stand still and shut up. The fiend already stands among us. Among us? Inspector Briardian, I would hope that you are not doubting me. While I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone could be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. It could even be me. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose of 2 of that powder Hans here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or 2 lying about, would there? What remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but worry not, they should be reporting back within a bell's time. Ha! That might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. Whoops. I said something, and then Chris clicked. We know that given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Hans here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning mine own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I.
Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. If he asks me anything too obscure, my cover's gonna be is as good as blown.
My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times it is as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. Ahem, I am a Manderville. I mean, that's an easy one.
Man!
Doing only what a Manderville
can.
From the peaks of Corthus to Thanalin, Manderville.
Man, you're the best, Inspector.
A perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nashu.
Never loved you more than now, you marvelous munhead, you.
Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you've picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours.
Wrinkles, wrinkles, look at who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... Ooh, genius, Inspector? The charade is up, Miss Ellie.
I mean, we don't even need to use it at this point. We just know it's true. Poof! What the hell's that? Miss Ellie, you look somehow different.
What a bunch of dummies.
Oh, the letter spoke true. The fiend was in our midst all along. My prodigious powers of deduction screamed out to me. This woman knows something.
Aha. Another two-layered mask, mayhap. No, this woman bears a striking resemblance to Miss Ellie. I was all but certain that Ellie was our thief. What is the meaning of this? By Tenzin. Seven hells, done in by a muscle-bound mudhead and his motley troop of mummers. But just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Insulting Inspector Briardian. Once again, you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course, we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. Dun, dun, dun. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Ceci. Ceci? E.C. I'm gonna guess Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite all right? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildin... Hysteric... I shouldn't have skipped it. I saw the word and I was like, surely I'll say that right. Aristocracy? I don't think that was the word, but that's the same-ish thing. Bemused, are you? Befuddled? To find two sisters behind the mask, try using your brains once in a while. Every time you've encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show, oh, and those priceless relics, was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without Tails, your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Excuse me. Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, Ul'dun dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards would still justify these foul deeds, will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that Silde turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. I mean, this makes more sense. It was Ul'dah that ordered the creation of the dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie.
What is this madness you speak, woman?
Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Ul'dan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed sultan's worn would kill to keep buried in the sands of Thanalin. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you, and everyone in this rotten nation, will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Come on. How those idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice. A dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough, when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of powder from the Ul'dan vaults, hiding it away in the secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened, by assembling 4 relics from Belladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Silde before Ul'dan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it... Oh, damn it. First this twitchy finger. Preposterous. But first, you, my dear, you will not have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all your rotten lies. Ah, potty time. Of course. Oh, light over here. Mom can't put my coat on when I'm hiding in the desk. Tintin, what's this? Ooh. Is this a toy? Oh my god. Oh. Ooh, come get this body. Tintin. Oh my goodness, a volley. It's a volley. I love that worked. Is it a bully I hear? Got him! He may be smart, but he's not that smart.
My office. Perfectly timed.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted to go. You can't me.
I didn't go potty that long ago, though. I don't want to do it. Can't I just go out without my coat and booties? Okay, well, good luck. Hopefully he doesn't get too kicky.
We'll see.
Okay.
I think not, Miss Cece. Uh-oh. Return to zombie. Hildibrand. He's too dumb. Too brain dead to become a zombie. You idiot. Just for once, could you not get in the way? God, but Mandeville, I can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for a day. Doink. I knew it! That presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. You're in trouble now. Donk. Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? Godbert, that's one heck of a name. Oh yeah. What's up, Kelladon? Hope you're doing well today.
Hey, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Hans. The time of our final confrontation is nigh.
This is a little bit of a hodgepodge right now. Also, that makes sense. Julian? Do ye have potatoes for brains, ye overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse if ye haven't bloody noticed. You! Hans or something, was it? Hildy's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I come on a bit too strong at times. What can me blame me? It's time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-arsed husband here, and look what it got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Sure, yeah, absolutely. I don't want to fight you. Very, very silly. I feel like they love giving the like Irish accent style text to a lot of characters. And it's a bit all over the place too. I thought it would be more like regional, but no, it kind of bounces around a little bit. I think they just enjoy writing that style of dialogue. Doing all right. Work's a bit frustrating, but that's how it goes. I get it. Well, hang in there. Hope it gets a little bit better at least. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy. Philo holy water. The ingredients are simple. Tatter of oversoul rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Singot at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can produce from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. That's a good idea, actually.
Ouch, smart. You gads, Hildy, you're looking none too hearty yourself.
No thanks to you, bumbling oaf. Now get you going to accompany Hans here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall?
Yeah, but of course, my lady, Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Sing God sundries, was it? Come now, Hans, there's work to be done.
It's looking like it will, thankfully. Hopefully. Well, that's good. That's important. You got to see that light at the end of the tunnel. All right, we're going shopping.
Yeah, we'll warp around. We'll teleport in action. Truths Untold. Yeah, cool. That's kind of where I thought we would be going. I feel like this mouse is either real fussy or maybe it's just the configuration I have, but I try to click a lot and it'll move. And so I click and drag instead of just click. And that's why sometimes I get stuck on dialogues where I'm like, come on, advance.
Oversold rags, you say? I fear I've only a single tatter left in stock and already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly my own as well, hangs in the balance.
It's true.
I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Ah, you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice?
Well, look what we have here. If it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. Hello, I need chimera skin. As it happens, I've just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to share.
My lady, you're far too kind.
Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Hans here, I'd still be teaming up with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm a woman who pays her debts. Thanks. That's convenient.
That'll take me if that wasn't a Villa the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to the trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I have a mind to give you the ranks you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her.
Okay, you can do that.
A kind sentiment, my good man, but we're more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Hans? And with this, our task is done. Now let us find this traitor named Guest.
Scary. What if you skip? You mean like skip dialogue? It's well, it has happened. It's because I keep just having a twitchy finger that just clicks when I don't mean to. And I promise that's an issue I have even outside of the stream. I'll just click, and I click things and it drives me crazy. I don't know why I do it. Yeah, okay, cool. Going. Can't quite tell. Guess I'll just go there. Is it here? Yes, nice. Guest. Be our guest. The blundering Manderville boy is still on his last legs and you need something to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, and yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gil for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be happier and wealthier man. You're still making a sale, my guy. Quit being a baby. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents.
Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep.
After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget, but it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the 7 seas. I beg of you, milady, may I have this dance? It's like, what is happening right now? The side conversation. Yeah, I thought they looked familiar. They're just using this as an excuse to pull in old characters from this whole quest line. Hans, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance?
Nah, I'm saving a zombie.
Heavens, the poor inspector. Well, if it isn't the Lapis Maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to preening fops and scuffy adventurers and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Provided you provide my good friend Hans with a bottle of twice distilled water he seeks. Got him.
Do it. Do it, you won't. I'll kick your ass.
You know, this man? If that's the price you would set, then so be it. Take it, it's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella?
Thanks.
I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many. Clearly this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Hans, let us deliver these goods while there's still time to save him.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Did my little sprout thing go back down to a smaller thing? Is it because I'm doing a Realm Reborn quests? Weird. Huh. I trust the two of you wouldn't dare come back empty-handed.
Never.
Oh, it looks so dark and grayed out. I thought that wasn't the right item. Bloody brilliant. I take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Oh, all right. Now, stand back and let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Just shove them both in his mouth. Oh, yeah, bloody bugger. Guide my skillet. It's the crafting sounds. Aye, that should stop its spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out o' his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did. Hans, word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sildin ruins. We must go there with all haste. All right, let's kick her ass. You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of Ul'dah is at stake.
Hans, my strength is yours as well, for Ul'dah, and for our friend Hildy.
You remind me of my husband. What with you having more muscles than sense? If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice.
I am a warrior, not a yes, milady.
Keep that dummy busy.
I say in Kiru, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Hans. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Hans and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends tried and true. But alas, not I. No. Only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me.
Chicken's like, what about me?
You are a fine bird, and I have given me great comfort in my travels. But you will never be in Kiru, my one true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Hans could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever may you may wander, hear my words and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you not hear me? Enkidu! Ye gads, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? The crystals, where have they gone?
Great. Fancy meeting you here, old friend.
That voice, could it be? My faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so?
The hell is happening? Ooh, most gentlemanly. Oh boy, I get the wind-up gentleman in some Manderville clothes. Oh boy, it was only a matter of time. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There is a moon-sick maid dragging around at the Silde excavation site with her mind set on turning Ulda into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy's most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Alright, let's go. We could pay for that one. Whoops. Out of eggs. Is that real quick? I did adjust some graphic settings. I don't think it looks really any different. But I saw in other people's streams that there were some things that looked nicer than they do for me. Like lighting effects. I set it to, I think, the high setting. Doesn't seem too different. We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. And no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses so much as to answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with traitor sperm. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. You are our only hope, Hans. Even her single-minded rage, she is... Surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Hans. Surely if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it's you. In chat mode, in Say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to call out Ellie and convince your earnest, while friend companion to listen to reason. If you say so. Doesn't matter if I'm in party mode or not. Okay, cool. I think I just have to stand here. Ellie. Oops. Caps lock is on. Ellie. Yeah, okay, it has to be in. Look at how I change modes. Oh. Oh, I really can just drag this anywhere. Ah, here we go. In Say? Yeah, in Say. Blow up the crate. Turn her into a zombie. Hans, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge. But you should so much as think of interfering. I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie, too. I'm not afraid of you. So it was you, after all. Consider me disappointed. Disappointed! Oh, my goodness. Did you have a nice party? Oh, you came back specifically for the bolly that I lured you with. That's funny. Your sister Ceci is already in custody. Surrender now, and I will see that no harm befalls her.
How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Okay. Have nice fitness.
Any of the week?
Classic.
Bow Wow, we didn't go to the garden.
Oh, yeah. You went to...
Okay without booties.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's not stepping in snow mounds, he's mostly fine. Yeah.
Bring it.
You big
Pull it out of
dummy.
his butt.
Oh,
It wasn't the string that got caught,
Oh, of course. Classic.
but it was like your hair was attached.
Oh my god. You're eating odd stuff you shouldn't. Yeah, that is what it is.
But anyway, see you guys later.
Have fun. Tessie and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as the Uldan dogs you would defend. You have a lot to lose. Ellie, stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. There's too many of them. Zombies! I do love their little zombie animations. Pretty good.
I must get naked for this. All in a day's work for a Manderville man.
I was reading that. That's rude of you to skip it. Ooh! Hammer get big. It's more powerful with less clothes. I mean, that's... You know, I can't argue with the results. Nice, nice. You will need to delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far, and he's as good as 6 foams under.
Be forewarned, girl. I know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy and you do so at your own peril.
I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of traitor spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out.
Those balls. There's no end to them. I'm not liking our chances. Greg was it?
Hi, Tenzin. Welcome back. It's a shame to lose you, Hans. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions. Interesting that she can control them. Oh, shit. Not as strong as a Manderville man. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me, with a broadsword are my eyes to be believed? That pose. No, these are not the 4 warriors of light that I see. The 4 Mandervilles of light. They are the gentlemen of light. Ah, I was close. Oh my god.
Just so, my good man. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Expector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? I almost forgot my smile. Oh my. Everyone's here. Hey, we meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean off your bloody head.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Elazar. Cora, you've been looking absolutely splendid today.
Impossible. The holy water couldn't have cured him. Seething zombie?
It didn't, unfortunately. Our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. Then, when we heard that Master Zombiebrand was at risk of joining the actual dad, we knew we had to take action.
And immunity to... I'm just gonna pretend that makes any kind of sense. See, but this is what I was hoping for. It was like, he literally was a zombie for a little bit, kinda. So I'm like, I wanted that to be the full circle, and they came through. I'm happy with that.
The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself.
The zombie arc is amazing. It really is it's a sleeper arc too. You don't see it coming, and then here it is. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Briardian, you said there was something you would tell me when this was all through. I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone with whom I intended never to part. I care not if it takes years or even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell, a free woman, I will be there. What say you? Wow, you really chose a Chris sticking with Blackwall approach there, my guy. Don't recommend.
Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said the nation of Ul'dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history, but know this. I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore.
A love story on a love day. Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Were we not forgetting someone here? And by someone you mean me. I mean me. If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Hans's presence for a matter of far greater importance. Aye, the time for our too long delayed confrontation is nigh.
Okay.
Why the long face, friend? Ah, but mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune.
So really, he's just here to be a combat, isn't it?
Would it be the Treaty Blade? The true one, all that.
None other, and I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. But I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time.
Is that my cue, old friend?
Boink. Oh, shit. I don't need chickens anymore. I don't want to play with you. Now I have my bird friend. Demon. Ooh. Apparently, this Gilgamesh is supposed to be the same one in the other games, or at least one other, unconfirmed. Oh, interesting. I mean, that makes sense, though. I'll be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent?
Abomination, you think to address my companion with courtesy, girl. But 'twas the most curious thing. There I was hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was.
By the gods, that makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Say no mere friend, but rather a primal Enkidu. A primal. Oh my god, of course. By all words, is now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic.
Hans, you may have bested me in the past, but facing two of us together will not prove so easy a task, and yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Enkidu and I shall await for you at Amdapur Keep. "'Tis a ways from here, but what a better venue for our climactic confrontation. If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu, to the skies!"
Very, very silly.
2 against 1, that's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Hans, to Amdapur.
You know, we can teleport, right? This is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. This is a bit of an aberration. Oh, but of course, I had near forgotten that we had the Warrior of Light in our very midst. Please, Hans, you are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. Ba-da-da-da, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-dum, bum, bum. All right. Amdapur Keep. The Black Shroud, huh? That is a ways away. Yeah, sure, I'll use a ticket. Why not? Yeehaw! Isn't this kind of where our bard stuff is? I'll recognize it if it is. Oh, well. No, it's not. No, definitely not. Ah, of course, there he is.
Ahem, is that you, Hans?
Pray forgive me, I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Hans. Yes, just go on ahead, I'll be along directly. Oh, is this... Oh, no, it's still probably a, what do you call it? Battle in the Big Keep. Be what, trial? No. Oh, maybe. Battle in the Big Keep. Yep, that's the one. I guess I could have just walked up to the thing. That would have been the simpler way of doing it. Oh, it's an 8-person one. Wow. Look at that. Okay, well, I guess in the meantime, do some hunting.
Lenosha, East Shroud. Where are we right now? We're in the South Shroud. Lenosha, South Shroud. Okay, Upper Plains. South Shroud. Okay, so Overgrown, Offering, Red Belly, Sharp Eye. Ziz. But okay. So we want to go, we'll start with the Upper Paths, which is close. Wait. Wow. To think we can actually work on our hunt logs. You know, don't go to the Golden Saucer, but there's a game where he's featured and closely resembles FF10's version. Oh, cool. Sometimes I wish you could just switch on and off path traveled feature like in Breath of the Wild. Obviously not an important, but would be cool. Oh boy, that would be so nice. I completely agree with that. Just to like help me keep track of like what I've done and where I've gone. Somewhere weird. It's hard to find it with all these stinking trees. Aha, here we go. Yeah, this'll be quick work. I almost feel bad. Almost. Good enough? More? How many do I need? 2 more? Oh man, really? Oh, okay, there's more up here. Especially when the world is so big. Oh yeah, 100%. I guess that's kind of what they're trying to like use the Fog of War for. Because, you know, you unveil that as you like go around. But I'm like, but I also want to just be able to see the whole map so I can make choices. And, you know, we kind of go back and forth over places a lot of the time, too. One thing I actually really, feature-wise, I wish this game had is a scroll back on dialogue. I know it would probably be a little bit complicated when it comes to cutscenes, but the number of times I'll, like, click in the middle of a cutscene and I can't, like, look at the event log here. Really makes me wish I had some means of like going back and seeing the last thing. Like this is a popular feature in like visual novels. But that's okay, that's how it goes. Upper Paths, which is where we are, right? Yeah, okay. Another spooter boy over here. I mean, it looks like water spider things. Maybe. We've got water. Like salamander looking boys or geckos maybe? Nah, salamanders. They're more salamander. Not a little bit. Yeah, I guess how big? I guess the Upper Paths are kind of a huge stretch. We should go a little bit more south before I abandon this stretch. Roots Lake. Okay, so now we're in definitively different territory. Oh, we're in the lower paths. Now we're in the upper paths. Okay. Wow, the lower paths is very short. Oh, it's one of these dudes. I see. I didn't take a good look at them. Really is a one-shot kill. Oh, did I do it? I think I did. Nice. Okay. Sure. We could go to East Shroud next. Actually, we're right next to the Central Shroud. Let's do that one. Toadstool in Sorrel Haven. No problem. Far away. There it is. The big old mushroom boys. Alright, let's poke around. I mean, I guess if they're gonna be anywhere, it might be like down, right? Maybe not. Right. Oh, okay, Sorrel Haven is up here anyway. Oh. There we go. Old toadstools. Got it. Any big plans tonight with Jen, or not a thing you buy into? I mean, I don't. Well, I guess I don't love the idea of having a holiday like Valentine's Day, but I've literally always embraced it. So I guess like it would be hypocritical if I said I didn't care, because I clearly do. So yeah, well, we're probably not doing anything too fancy, but we'll probably go out and get dinner somewhere, and like somewhere like that we could probably just like walk in and you know, sit down, rather than some fancy place that we would need an appointment for, or a reservation for. So yeah, we'll probably go out, get some drinks and some nice food, and just hang out. It's also date night, so it's kind of a double whammy of like, we'll probably just play some Baldur's Gate after we go out and get some grub. But yeah, it'll be nice and chill. It's a harmless holiday. You know, I think that's how I feel too, right? Like, it really is a fairly enough. I mean, it's a Hallmark, like, go buy things holiday, but like, it's a nice excuse to just be sweet to people that you care about. Like, even my family never did this, but Jen's family has always done this, where like Jen's parents would always give, you know, Jen and their brother like a little Valentine and like some candy and stuff. And I think that's really sweet too. I may be asexual, but I'm definitely not aromantic. So I tend to embrace like stupid little romance things. After the stream, so around like 5-ish, maybe a little earlier depending on how things go, Jen was like, I haven't had time to get you a card yet, and Jen is very much a card giving person, and I'm not, so I've had to like train myself to be better about getting Jen cards because it matters to them. I don't like cards. Most like birthday cards and stuff that I get from family, I usually just throw it out. I'm like, I don't want to hold on to this. I don't care. I hold on to Jen's cards. Those are the only ones I keep. But Jen was like, I haven't had time to get you a card yet. And I was like, truthfully, neither have I, because I've been so like heads down on taking some of my classes that I like, it totally evaded me that Valentine's was like right around the corner. So we're gonna go out and buy Valentine's cards together and buy like a little something and keep it secret at the shop and then give it to each other right afterward. That'll be a nice little cute thing too. Your mom does that too? Oh, that's nice. Man, it never like occurred to me that that's a thing that parents would do. And I'm like, my parents were always sweet to me, so it's not like I have reservations about that in particular. But I'm like, oh, it's just a sweet idea. I also had mixed feelings about cards. They do feel more important as I get older, especially if things are written on them. That's how I am too. I'm like, if I'm going to get someone a card, like that, I typically only ever get Jen blank cards. With like a nice like graphic or something on the front, but you open it up and it's fully blank. Because I'm the kind of person that's like, if I'm gonna get you a card, I'm gonna write things for you. I'm like, I don't want some like canned pre-made message. That's more my speed. And Jen doesn't care as much about pre-written messages because the sweet thing is still a sweet thing. But I'm completely with you there. Also, don't do the card thing instinctually. Yep, same. I like never think about it. The number of times that I didn't get Jen a card for events or holidays or like or anniversaries, and Jen was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Uh-oh." So I've had to train myself to be better about it. But then, I mean, that's how it goes, right? Like you learn your partner's priorities and you kind of work with it. I don't know what this is.
Got business with me, have you, adventurer? Then there better be coin or drink in it, otherwise bugger off to back to wherever you came from. Restoration work on an old weapon, you say? Ah, what makes you think I'd fire up the forge for a grimy old...
Promise of payment. Weaponsmith Geralt. I remember this vaguely.
Ye gads, where in the seven hells did you get that promise of payment? I ain't got no coin, I tell you. Nay, not a single bloody gill. Gods, look at me. Look how far I've fallen. Me, the greatest weaponsmith of our age, hammering out dints and kettles to pay off tavern debt. Can you begin to grasp me humiliation? Can you? Of course you can't. Why did I even bother asking? All right. I'll restore your bloody weapon. Just give me that goddamn slip of paper out of my sight.
Quest: A Relic Reborn is now available from Geralt. This quest can be undertaken when playing one of the following jobs. Bard is part of that. So this must be the relic quest for A Realm Reborn. Must complete level 50 quest. Each of the jobs. Sure, that makes sense. Huh. You can only undertake one Relic Reborn quest at any given time. If you wish to acquire a different relic weapon, you must either complete or abandon the current quest. Oh, interesting. Don't know how I completely missed that one, but oh well. I totally lost track of the fact that I came here. We're in the North Shroud, okay. Came here for hunting. Okay, Alder Springs is the only one. Okay. I think I just saw the check mark on the map and just was like, Chris Brain was just like, go there. Oh, Alder Springs, it's way down there. Probably have a lot of quests you can finish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like started a bunch and then never really did anything with a bunch of them. It's slowly weeding out these checkmark ones. I have the one still for the stinking golden saucer. I'm like, I just don't I don't want to deal with learning all the golden saucer stuff. It's too much, man. There's so many games. And I've done it like at least 2 or 3 times now, like running around and doing their like little tutorial. I'm like, it just takes so much time. Because I did it with other characters. At least twice, I think. I think I only have 2 other characters. You don't have to. Yeah, it doesn't feel that important. I'm sure the golden saucer is fun, but I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I guess it's not all gambling, right? Like a lot of it is just games. But I'm like, so many more interesting things to do in FF14 than play little mini games like that. When you're fully caught up in story, maybe then. You know what? That does actually make sense to me. Yeah, then that'll be something to like kill some time with. It's mainly the prizes. Oh, I see. Where's this stinking thing? Oh, now that's Proud Creek. That's too far away. Bobbing Cork. I mean, this is all Alder Springs, right? Maybe? Yeah, maybe not. I kind of remember this spot, though. They will release cool minions or mounts there. Ah, okay. Of course, the vanity items that I've previously declared that I don't really care that much about. But you know, that is good stuff though to do, like you said, if you kind of run out of like juicy story. Because then that's like a fun little extra that, you know, doesn't feel like you're wasting time then. Hey, goons. Alright, what am I looking for again? A Ziz? Ziz. You can only get them with the golden saucer currency GMP. Ah, aka the FF7 reference. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, here we go. Are we both doing hunting quests? Of Dr. Bobby? Or are you just killing for fun? Who knows? You killed all the zizzes that I was looking for. Awfully rude of you. Wow, we've been waiting for this trial for almost 19 minutes. Woo-wee! Not a popular one, I guess. It's like the only reason I'm like, should I just play a healer? Only way to advance some of these quests sometimes. I want to do Fate. Level 6 Fate. Chump change. Oh, maybe it's level 25. Still. I just gotta wait for these doodads to respawn at this point. Take sweet time. How many do I have to kill? 4 more. Ugh. Maybe there's more. Whoop! There we go. You ever see a mount that's giant glowing cactus with balloons? Example of golden saucer mount. Ah, okay. I think I have seen that one. That makes sense, though. Battle in the Big Keep.
At long last we meet again on the battlefield. I dare say Enkidu shall come to enjoy the tassels as much as I. You, however, might not find this so enjoyable unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. Ha!
I like the old FF music. Ah, it's the FF6 music. Yeah, baby! I think it's FF6 at least. I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy. Oh, okay, we're all focused on Enkidu then. Wish this texts were not so fast. I know, right? Oh. Can I use my... Oh, I can't. So I have to manually re-up my dots. And it makes sense. I got that, I think, at like level 60. Whoop. Whoop. Get out of there. Oh, I'm little! I do love this battle music, though. It's good. I wonder how much they're allowed to kind of like pull in related things from other Final Fantasy games in, you know, other things and just like wherever they want in Square Enix.
Kido, are the bonds of friendship so fragile?
Interesting. So maybe we had to kill Enkidu first. I mean, that makes sense. He is a primal.
Me run away? Ha! I was but seeking out a more suitable spot. But enough exposition. Now we fight like men, and ladies who dress like men.
Okay, okay, my guy. Oh, I'll bring back the music.
For Gilgamesh, it is
transformingly something. Nice, nice. Looking good, looking fresh.
The mightiest warrior to even grace or Eorzea stands before you, by which I mean I, Gilgamesh, prepare yourself.
He's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Pretty sure they have free reign with the other Final Fantasies. It only would make sense, right? Ah, it's a different variation on the same song. Love it. Hey, what's up, Tom? Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful time with our dear sweet friend, Tom's Arcade. Tom, how was Mega Man 4 treating you this fine evening? Oh, am I safe here? Oh, no, please move. Didn't miss that one. That was a fun pattern. Y'all should go please hang out with Tom. I'm going to give you a proper shout out as soon as we're done with this battle here. Ooh, Dragon's Head. That's probably something we don't want to have stick around, huh? But yeah, please go throw our dear sweet friend Tom's Arcade a follow. He's an absolute delight. Wonderful Twitch streamer. We've played many a board game together on stream. And if you haven't been over there, you're missing out, because Tom's a ton of fun. Genuine good boy TM. MM4 kicked our butt, but the boss rush final stage, but needed to farm E-tanks. Oof. I understand that, though. Classic Mega Man kind of necessitates that at times. Not the move I meant to use, but hey, that's okay. We're here. We rockin', we rollin'. Whoop. Nice.
Basic maneuvers.
Whoop. I don't know about that one. We got this. Gilgamesh is a chump.
Back it up. Whoop. Up. Oh, I got out of it. Wow.
Barely.
Be back in a bit, friendos. Sounds good, my friend. Well, welcome on in, everyone who came over with Tom. If you haven't been here before, we do Chrono streams. We play entire franchises in chronological order. So we've been doing all the Dragon Age games and all the Fallout games, but we play games that are demanded by viewers like you, and that's exactly what's going on today.
I think that my full complement of arms would avail me not.
Yeah, you don't know who you're messing with.
No more hijinks from Gilgamesh. You have my word. The treaty blade, too, I shall return just as soon as I remember where I hid it. Anyway, I yield to your unparalleled...
Oh, okay. Some of these are way shorter than others. Even though it's the same volume of text. Oh, rude. Duty complete. Why? I obtain Enkidu. Oh! I got a little minion. Cute. Oh, I forgot to use him too. Oops. Boy Alexander. Oh man, I have so many minions I just have been sleeping on. What's this guy? Barding. Oh. Yeah, if I use this, is that different barding for my chocobo? I assume so. Huh. Neat. Yeah, I can't believe I slept on all these. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Never, never again. This I do solemnly swear.
Dress up Tony? Yeah, nice. Yeah, I haven't summoned Tony in a little bit. Our poor neglected chocobo boy. Aww.
Nut. Ha! I lied. Again!
What an asshole.
You can take that fussy old blade for all I care. I thirst for true power and not save the strongest swords will do. For you have lied, you have proven a worthy opponent, but I warn you, treasure every moment you with your weapon. For as sure as day follows night, the hour will come when I claim it as mine own, till we meet again.
Don't know how you'd keep track of having so many arms. Alright, anyway, we're gonna give a quick shout out here to our dear sweet boy, Tom's Arcade. Like I said before, please go throw him a follow if you haven't been over there. Tom is a delight. And you're truly missing out.
Wipe? But I wipe my own ass.
There's genuinely a clip on this show of Tom saying basically the exact same thing. I'll have you know, his humor is consistent. But thank you all for coming over with Tom. I hope you all had a wonderful time with him. Sorry for the delayed shout out. You know, when we're playing online games, you can only pause so much. But I wanted to make sure he got his due. So thank you all for coming over with Tom. I hope you all had a fun time. We're working on Hildibrand quests. Apparently we had one last arc left in the Realm Reborn stuff. Now that that's done, we can finally move on to the Heavensward Hildibrand stuff. I assume this is where it ends.
What ho, Hans? Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once, and we shall deliver the coup de grace together.
I already killed them.
The battle has already been won. Well, that's triumphant news indeed. Clearly the lessons you have learned from me have not been for naught. And what's this you say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in a nearby wood. Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again? Just...
Hans, what news of the Primal and the Treaty Blade?
I got him.
Remarkable. I knew the Warrior of Light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildibrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade.
Such design, such craftsmanship. At once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined, I believe I've found the inspiration for my next masterpiece.
Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasures lost Silde. To think that they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud. And just how did you come to know of these long-lost relics? There's an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our dear grandmother. It spoke of the 4 warriors of light, the 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. What I would have given to see it. The ultimate achievement of the greatest mages this realm has ever known.
I'll do it.
And just what sort of incantation is this? The ring casts open the doors of justice. The wise man whispers a verdict true. As Azima's virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior of light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak, "Blade in hand, I swear unto you." The legends differ as to what happens next, but they all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens.
Over here, friends. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant.
Running with a sword like a child without a care.
Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade, and the real one this time I swear unto you.
Yes, yes, just like that, I swear unto you then.
My word, whatever happened, or whatever is this odd tingling sensation?
Ridiculous. Hildibrand isn't a warrior of light. He's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his own bare hands. It would seem the treaty blade is... Oh, it would seem the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. No, the light. Someone stop it. I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon. I think you mean gentlemen of light?
Skyward! Ho!
Well, peace out, Hildibrand. We'll catch you next time. Well, I dare say that provided to be a most useful incantation indeed. And so the light of justice that shone from the treaty blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. So the legend ended. I must say, I never expected it to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been much use to us after all. Why? Inspector, oh, Inspector, wait for me! Balls, Hildy. First you almost die at your poor mother's feet, and now you fly off to God knows where without even giving her a kiss goodbye.
It appears that a case of the wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand, as it has many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the day comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art.
So, in the end, the Sildin incantation of legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but a gentleman of light. Well, the treaty blade is some 6 centuries old after all. Perhaps it's not quite as sharp as it used to be.
I could have used that sword.
The magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Belladia. It was every bit as useful as I imagined. To think I would see it with my own eyes. It's nothing short of a dream come true. He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case, and still he manages to make the girl's dream come true. A gentleman to the end, the bloody bastard. Surprised we missed this one when we were doing the Hildy quests last time. Whee! Straight to the moon for you.
What's this? A glint in the corner of my eye. A curious scent wafting in from the winds from a far-flung land. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there.
I was reading that. Okay, that's fine. Nice. So silly.
Hildibrand will return?
So long as people enjoy these quests, we'll make more. Wonder how much they thought this was a gamble when they made the first couple. I'm not dead.
What's up, folks?
New chapter of New Game Plus is added. Hey, nice. So now I could redo these if I really wanted to. Yeah, sure. Let's go back to Gridania. I want to go to the inn real quick and drop off our new Hildy outfit. Maybe we'll make a glamour for just him. Dun 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 dun. There you are. Alright, and keep. Let me in. Retire to a room, please. Okay, glamour dresser. Let's look at. Here we go. Head, body, hands. So this would be gentleman's. Oh, that's head. I see. Manderville Coatee. That's what it is. And then eggs. Manderville Bottoms. Perfect. Are there other things I was planning on throwing in here? No. Probably not. Usually unimpressed with most of things. Could do some earrings. Cool earrings. Silver. Earrings of aiming. Yeah, how do these look? Kind of cool. Sure. Nice to have options. Oh yeah, then I was gonna put the red bill scarf in there too. I almost forgot about that one. Nice. Probably nothing here. Can you even see? Guess you can see the rings. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that is pretty cool looking. Got a nice like demon look to it almost. Look exactly the same. Yeah, sure, why not? Oops. Okay. Oh, right, but I'm wearing my gloves most of the time, so you wouldn't even see them anyway. Ah, okay, that makes sense. We glamming? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now that we've got our new Manderville outfit. Suppose he would probably prefer the white gloves, but let's see how this looks with the black still. I think it looks fine. I mean, these shoes definitely more closely match style. How does it look with boots, though? I do still like the boots. Oh, wild boots. We'll stick with those shoes. I think that makes the most sense. Oh, yeah. Gotta keep my bow. And I mean, I'll throw on those earrings. Yeah, those won't be visible anyway. Well, for the sake of it, I'll just keep the choker on. Yeah, and then with gloves, you can't see rings anyway. Oh, cool. Now we've got a nice little Manderville outfit. Just one last look. Yeah, I like the black gloves more. Want to adjust on this? Yeah, I guess let's see. I like that look more. Oh man, they're both pretty okay. Too many different patterns? I guess we don't really have pattern anywhere else. Maybe not. Yeah, okay. Stick with that. Ah, but truly this is the outfit the people want. Alright, just for our Manderville party, we might as well lean fully into it, right? There he is, the boy himself. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, before we start the next section, we're gonna be BRB real quick, so I can slam down a. You can hide your bow. Oh, what happens during combat though? Does it just like appear when we do combat? I didn't even really think about that. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I guess I could do that. Just to really keep the look consistent. But yeah, after this, we'll throw on the BRB. So I can grab a bite to eat, use the restroom, all that good stuff. Let's see. Hide and display main weapon. Oh! Would it be like this? I'll sheathe. So we could still set this. Oh, I see. So that way when I pull out my bow. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I didn't realize that was an option, it's just always there. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, cool. We'll throw up the BRB. I'll run some ads just so that they don't show up while we're actually doing anything fun. But yeah, otherwise hang tight, folks. We'll be right back.
Granted, it's a different building.
No, it's definitely the lights. 100%
yeah,
the lights.
It's the lights. I felt like it was hard to like stay awake. Maybe I didn't drink enough coffee. I should have done cold brew. It was hot, actually.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, it may have taken us 6 years, Addy, but we learned.
We all figure it out eventually. Hey, Chris, I don't mean to alarm you, but there's a smoking hot dude next to you. Watch out so you don't catch on fire.
Oh, maybe I wanted to burn.
But she's finally come.
You think it's a trap?
She's like, can I?
You're worried the mayor is next.
The more it seems he doesn't know.
Oh yeah, no, the dragon would be good on. Oh, but
Oh,
the
but
big,
that-
but the big dragon, you might have some problems with.
That's fine.
Hey, but you have the codex for Dragon Link.
Oh, I'm back, baby. All right.
Hey, because all of you.
Oh, damn it. Oh. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Me and Fire don't have a good track history. The Android interface, or is the Google Pixel interface different?
No, just like. Hey, that's full. That's just all there is.
All right, fair enough.
It's not.
Oh, son of a gun.
Almost hit the button that said block you. Whoops.
Block me.
Almost.
Number 2.
All right. I am a sad, pathetic coward. Weak and unworthy of.
This morning, and we're like, what's going on, buddy? Oh! This is not what I thought was gonna happen! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Drink before I die! Yeah, it's a slight improvement.
And we're going just like that.
And you can control the speed.
Wait, still? How long have we been doing this shit?
I want to be the good.
It's been 84
years.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
It's so delayed.
The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used by the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves? None of them care a whit what you want, only what you can do for them.
They're not using me. I'm using them to have an excuse to kill.
What? Oh, what?
Wow.
We can fuck them both.
Wow.
Do it. Do it.
Wow.
Have your cake and eat it, girl. He kind of fucking ghosted you and acted cold to you. All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna like slap the controller and click the
I know as
button.
much as I'm ever likely to.
That's not the right button. Cool.
Right back.
That's what I meant to do. I think I can enter into the wall. Will you enter into the wall?
Oh, what's this? What's this? I enter in a wall. What's this? What's this? There's demons in the hall.
Hey, Wine Rib!
What's up, Wine Rib?
There was an eclipse, a spectacle for the eyes. Crowds gather and watch. Eclipse 2024 haiku.
Hey, pretty good job with the
that is a good haiku.
Text. I like that. What's up, Wine Rib? Thanks for the so.
Can I talk to them?
Arr. Ah. Rah. Ah. Grr. Ah.
Ah, shit. Okay. I mean, you know, maybe we try to take that. Ah, shit!
The darkness of the afterlife is all that awaits you now. May you find more peace in that world than you found in this one.
Now, this is the greatest jawbreaker that's ever existed. Now, where to hide it?
Looking good, SD.
The eyes!
Now eat it, exactly. What is this, Lord of the Rings? Cast it into the fire! Isildur! No. How? Familiar with that character, at least. They've given a few out for free. Oh, that's fair. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Hitra, it's an honor. Come with me to the lieutenant, or you will perish right there. Never! Yep. I'd die. I mean, this definitely feels like a flux rifle kind of moment. Oh, I don't think he has the range, but I do. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Oh, thank goodness for the flux rifle. I'll be careful. Let me ask you something else though. Play Tragic? Hey, dumb. Tragic the Gathering. Tragic the Garnering is the most habit forming thing since Jet. God damn it, this is a stupid joke. How dare they do this to me? Tell me more about this Tragic the Garnering. I don't love this 2001 A Space Odyssey eerie sound. It's very upsetting.
Then leave.
Alright. Audi 5000.
How shameful to be saved by her twice.
Oh, that's right. She did save me last time.
I guess you can't help it. So let's postpone this game now.
He really hit both of those syllables in postpone.
Maybe we can begin a new game. Lord Nobunaga is going to attack Dani's castle.
We must
postpone this game. Yeah, I can just sit there and I can raw dog a pickle all day. All right.
Nice. We got all the tokens at least.
Do you think that would have worked with any kind of liquid?
No, I think it had to be a psi ability.
Okay.
What do you think about peeing on it? Uh-huh. Yep. I know how you think about things. Like a stupid idiot. You wouldn't kill an unarmed man, would you? Would you?
Let's close this door. Open door? Huh. This concludes the text of the notes I found in the Clybrown Hotel. At the time of writing, Trilby remains missing in action. Oh, that's silly. Om nom nom. You know, I saw the skeleton there and I was like, oh, it must have been dead here for a long time. No, it was there's really not a whole heck of a lot of health. Damn it! Nice thing about the sunglasses is that it hides how tired my eyes look right now.
Dreamed it up.
Hi everybody, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Hopefully that wasn't too terribly long. What's up, Amberly? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we need to go to Perthus, if memory serves. I believe that's where, or Ishgard, well, in Korthus. Let's do this thing. I believe it was in the marketplace. I love that Google clip now because the context is lost. Yeah, I know. I got back just in time to see that clip play out, and I was like, I'm assuming that someone, probably me, got screwed over real bad in that stretch of Mario Party, because everyone was giggling but me until the end, and I'm like, Alright, in theory, yeah, I think that's it. A gentleman falls rather than flies. Yep, there we go. What we were looking for last time. I clipped too late and missed the setup. Ah, I gotcha. It might actually still be possible to go back and... Oh, no. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I've been able to edit more than I thought I was able to with clips in the past. So it's possible we might be able to scoot the time around. Alright, Nashu. Here we go. Will Alpi, Hans Who Fucks, in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what they call serendipity? Or it is, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector. Cor, I was hoping you would silently agree. So I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I've triple-checked my figures and concluded that he must have landed somewhere in Ishgard. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you're here, we're just sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with the gentlemanly Highlander. Oh, I see. I see. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I've had dealings with the man you describe. So while I'm here, I need to repair my stuff? Not really, but we might as well. Sneaks up on you. Good evening to you, sir. Oh, you're looking for someone. A gentlemanly Highlander. I know not of this man whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress Elise does? She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen.
No, I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Alace? How about you? Oh, a cutscene. As ever, a warm welcome to you, sir. How may I be of service?
I'm looking for a guy dressed just like me.
A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard of tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom you seek.
Begging your pardon, miss. Did you say you know of Inspector Hildibrand?
An acquaintance of yours, I presume. I do not know his name, only that he was here by invitation of Lord Edmond, or so it is rumored. Surely, as ward of House Forteau, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask him at the manor.
Yeah, that's true.
Cor, I knew it was serendipity. To Forteau Manor.
All right.
Right. How awkward would it be if they were like, yeah, you gotta go talk to, freaking... Oh god, why can't I remember his name right now? Stinky ol' Hotchafont. I'm like, not gonna work. Well, Madmaster who fucks, do you require assistance?
Well, I'm looking for a guy just dressed like me.
Aye, it's as you say. At this time, Lord Edmond is entertaining a foreign guest.
Huzzah, we found the inspector!
There's a lot of... Well, actually, there's not a lot of foreigners that come here. If I'm not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart.
A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort.
Not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well, we humbly accept your offer, oh Nashu. Oh Nashu. Oh, imagine. And if it wakes up, then I'll have you to protect me.
Sure.
I'm going in the... Oh, I see. Yep, this gazebo might just wake up. You never know. With what powerful magics did they tame this dread fiend? Okay, Nashu. Boy, they're really pushing that joke. I love that the Hildibrand, the wind-up gentleman, his arms are so, like, out. As if he's just that swole, even as a toy.
That must be Inspector Hildibrand.
I feel like it just shouldn't be at this point, right?
I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found the brisk Corthan air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates the body, and
is this our friggin' other boy? I bet you it is. It stimulates the body and mind both. A welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise.
There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, I was wrong. It's Godbert. I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions.
Lord Godbert, but I thought... We're looking for Hildy.
Hildy? In Ishgard? That's the first I've heard it. Aha, I found you at last, heretic.
Oh? Yes, you, the hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once.
I beg your pardon, this man is an Uldan merchant here at the behest of House Forteau. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated.
A guest of House Forteau? Then he couldn't possibly... No, there... were those two words that... Well, they were acquitted of all charges in a trial by combat. And if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to... Oh dear. A thousand apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer, and as you may have guessed, I'm an inquisitor who has been charged with investigating reports of a rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual.
Oh ho ho, a heretic you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me.
Aye, a man with rather muscular, wearing dark garments, acquitting himself in somewhat a gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could he be a fan? Say again, you are acquainted with such a man. We're trying to find him. I see. The man you're looking for is Lord Godbert's son. It would seem that our investigations may be connected. So I put to you a proposal. The first reported sightings of the heretic I am tracking came from the Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the self-same individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehend him, that we might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go to him, Hans. This looks like our best lead yet. Yeah.
Then I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son, and there is a chance we might be reunited. I should be glad to seize it.
Then it's settled. I shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once.
Hans bows to no one. Damn, he gets a head nod at most.
Guess I could just take the airship there. If I care enough. I suppose I can teleport closer to it. Nodders. This? This. Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah. Do I just walk through here? Oh. Oh man, they simplified it for doofuses like me. That's fantastic. I don't think I actually realized that that's how it worked. In this region, at least. It's still have to like talk to someone to take airships in the other region. Redwalled.
Mr. Who Fucks, are these your traveling companions?
the short shorts, but still has furry boots. Amazing.
Mysterious muscular vagabond. Ah, yes, a patrol sighted him lurking near dusk vigil.
Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised that you bothered to come here all this way. That sighting barely warranted mention in my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy. Okay, you need to chill out. Ah, terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, as much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating that our funding may be reduced, or worse, that the Inquisition's operations might come under review. That is why alone, as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whether this is a vagabond, whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dusk Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. He's like, alright, I guess. The hunt continues, onward to the Dusk Vigil. I am told that the region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Oh, I'm aware. Oops. There's the boy. So wait, how would we, here's how we would do it. So it was what's this? Black Mage Barding. Ooh, fancy. Oh, that's great. I love it. It makes his neck look so long. Ugh, a little weird, but I still love it. But anyway, we're flying. Oh, apparently I haven't finished the map here. Huh. Well, maybe someday. Suppose I can hit this little middle section while we're crossing through. Yeah, you gotta get cozy, huh? Oh my goodness. I just permanently have a little camera pointed on you while I stream. You think that's what the people want? They want to see you snuggled up on this chair next to me? Take up a whole corner of the screen just to see a cute doggy. We'll have to see. Yes. I did get that the Elgato face cam set up and not crashing my computer. Well, for now. I guess if we try the stream together thing again, who knows what will happen. But I could probably set something up. Obviously. Hey, what's up, Ed? I trust you're managing good. It would be a shame if we had to turn back now. Meanwhile, Godbird's like, I'm starting to wear less and less clothes. This land is beauty all in its own, don't you think? A pity my dear wife isn't here to enjoy it. Look, it's frozen. Wait, does that mean the fish are frozen too? Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. That Black Mage Barding is great. Fury, take me. It's freezing. This is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Over there, look. Someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector, is that you? Hey. As I live and breathe of all places to be reunited with Master Zombibrand's compatriots, how fare you this fine evening? Ack! A heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics. He's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from Ul'dah, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence. So when we heard the rumors of abandoned fortresses held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as an emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Did we kill all of them? Dead, truly? Every last one dead. Oh, yes.
That is to say, irrevocably dead. If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it's more than a little disappointing, you understand. Then my calculations were wrong. The inspector didn't land in Carthus? Now, do not fret. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Men, our fates and our Aether are inextricably intertwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. Truly, good sir, you can guide us to Inspector Hildibrand? As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Allow me, my friends. Most people miss the other NPCs in a quest to have dialogue that will change depending on the step of the quest. They just only click on the one with the marker. Nice that you noticed that touch. Oh, I've had lovely folks here to make sure that I click on them. I'd say it's 50-50 that sometimes it's like something additive. A lot of the times it's just like, whatever, it's just a waste of text space. But every now and then it does add some nice flavor. Been very insistent on him doing that when he's first started. Successfully ingrained it in Chris's brain. It's true. I do slip sometimes, but you're right though. You did get it into a habit. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in a myriad of ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Not in this case. Confound it, they've left us behind. It's gonna be a real treat already, I can tell. Who do they think they are, commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, Hans. No, with me. You're not the one in command here. I can kill you. Here we go. Oh. So little. Don't call it a comeback. You say so. Nice. Easy peasy. Ah, there they are. Whoops, 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 whoops. Sicknesses want to fester and spread, yes? Is it truly safe to consort with this man? Yes, probably. Simply basking in this magnificent scenery fills me with inspiration. Inspector! Inspector! Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Hildibrand is indeed nearby, but there's also something else. Mayhap a powerful magic confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must needs split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up? Hans can handle himself, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nashu? I take your meaning. My good zombie, Hans, proceed to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Seer, would you care to take the lead? Come on, you two. The inspector's out there somewhere. Okie There they are. Oops. Wrong person. Oops. I thought the quest marker was over the other one.
Look, Hans. That's got to be the inspector. That's probably about right. And he's surrounded by giant fluffy man-shaped gazebos. That's okay. Nay, my lady, they are not gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos. Oh my gosh. Fearsome yet fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Only Hans can save Master Zomberbrand now. It's true, I guess. I'll do it. I really hope they rename them to be gazebos. Gentleman Yeti. I'll take that too. Oh, that was easy. Wow-wee. Alright, gentlemanly legs. That ass is mine. Oh, look at that. He's stuck. Totally unable to defend himself. Surely it would be a shame if we took advantage of the situation. I'm just kidding. Would never do such a thing. That booty's just there for the slapping, though. Inspector, Inspector! Can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. No, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch a cold. I predict he's fully frozen. That's... Now that's hot. Up, up, and at 'em. Everyone is waiting for you. I'm just like, I don't want to watch this.
Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms are like to tear.
Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury take me, is that my heretic? Confounded, I wanted him alive. Inspector Hildibrand is definitely not a heretic, and he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating like last time.
Hildy was ever a late riser. Fear not, my wife and I had our ways of waking him.
Tickle his feet. Oh, I mean, we know where this is going.
Hildibrand, right this instant. Get up!
And this is why you do squats, everyone. It's just gonna end up right back in the snow. Yep. Well, at least he's awake.
Was it the Manderville Meteor Strike or the Manderville Meteor Drive? Ah, bah. Maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go!
Oh. That's unexpected. Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert. By Tenzin.
Where am I? The snowy wasteland of Carthus. And who are these people I see before me? Ah, but of course, who else would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber, sweet but my beloved fans? Yay! Why do I feel as though I've stepped into a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? That's pretty accurate. Just ride with it. Yeah, is that Vivi or is that just a black mage? What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? Ooh, that. When Father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. What the hell is this thing? A little Lalafellan girl. How adorable. Asher, please, note the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalafellan boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into the deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him up and ascertain his identity. One way to do it. There ought to do it. Kiki, kiki, kiki. What is this place? Who am I? Why that face, though? Tis not in all creation that cannot be repaired with a little tender love and care. Sure. I remember nothing. Master Zombiebrand is alive and full of beans. It's a miracle. Full of beans is right. Surely there's a perfectly logical explanation for all this. Inspector Hildibrand's back, and he brought a friend. Would seem that although Father's ungentle ministrations served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? Not worry, young man. Everything will be all right. Take it from me, I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember. Then you can help me to remember? Hearken to me now, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac Hobbledehoy. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Ah, effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hearty constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi, is that my name? When you woke, you were muttering, "Gigi, gigi, gigi." I suspect the phrase may hold some significance to you. So until such a time as we learn your real name, why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But that all sounds all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway? Gigi, I like this name, thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am? Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next, we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thanolin, then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer. Though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. I can say, zombies in the Arctic is not a good match. This is a rather lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm he's not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. Alright. If not, I'll kill you. Ah, of course. And there's the mystery. Alright, back to Foundation. Yeah. Kill! That is the way of Hans, after all. When in doubt, just kill them. Gets the job done. You retake me, that man. Ah, Hans. I suppose you have heard the news, then, that Inspector Hildibrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity. If you are looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him and his assistant ran off to gods know where, that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Dusk Vigil, sickness which has since been purged. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For one, I have no doubt that the Inspector will turn up again like a bad gill, and when he does, trouble is sure to follow. I mean, that's without a doubt. Ooh, a cutscene, though. Oh! Wasn't expecting this. See you, Inspector. So silly. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Gigi situation. I pray this morn finds you well, Hans, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold? Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I feared the inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be able to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Yeah, all right. Fury be praised, at least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I'm given to understand that while the inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Forteau Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Makes sense? They love having fun with these. I love it too. I think it's got a lot more personality than most side quests in this game has. Not that they have, not that I'm saying they all need to have like comedy necessarily, right? But I just there's a lot of like purely unique things that we get out of the Hildibrand stuff. Whereas, like, a lot of the other stuff tends to use stuff that already kind of exists. And so that's why these feel a little bit more special. Forteau Manor. Yeah, there we go. I like it, though. I think these are some of the best side quests in this game so far. Nothing? Oh, that's not what I meant.
Nothing weird. Nothing from you either? Also weird. Something happening? I can't interact with them. Ah! Event canceled? I'm very... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening? I was like locked onto Hildibrand. I don't understand. Still can't talk to... Is it... Isn't this the level sync thing? Or is that something else? Very confused. What's happening here? Ah! What? Everything is happening. I don't know what was going on there. It means you're disconnected. Oh. That's weird. I don't think the stream blipped out, so I don't think it was my internet. Huh. Weird. Verily shall we scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for the answers we seek. Every day shall we be filled with grand adventures for the stuff of fairy tales and legends.
Huzzah! Grand adventure in the deepest pit of the seven hells.
Glitch maybe? Yeah, or maybe there was like a server, like a little mini server update that like hiccuped for everyone. Who knows? Just so. Such is the creed of Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Well posed, Gigi. Well posed. I dare say you've the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. It's like there should have been a dialogue from everyone. Yeah, well, I wonder if that was all because it was disconnected and it like couldn't load what they would have said. Title sequence should have had text in the bottom, I think. Oh. Sting. Huh. Yeah, maybe it did glitch out then. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Hans, an Inquisitor Seer, ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when 'tis plain to see that he is merely a precious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl. All those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity. As you please, were you not witness to the magnificent display of Mandervillian masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. So stupid. Master Who Fucks, Inspector Seer, what is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Ah, okay. Oh, Lord Edmont, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, in a fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi a boy or girl? Is clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you too. Has the whole world gone mad? Fine, fine, but even supposing that this Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. It cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon, miraculous resuscitation? We found him in the snow.
I see. Then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now if you wish. Adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father. Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Mandeville.
Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! The inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful.
Quite. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmund. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son. We must away.
Oh, Alone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all.
Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing.
Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is hale and healthy as ever.
Now, not that I would ever presume to meddle in another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. Later, skater. Well, it doesn't say we're disconnected anymore, so I guess that means we good. Man, how wild. Okay, not that far. There you are. He was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." How long must I stand around waiting for that mammoth to do something passably heretical? You're horrible.
Judging by the size of their state, they've the wealth to rival House Manderville.
Cor, look at all them halberds. I've never seen such a well-armed building before. Ashu, I think you might be getting a little bit, well, okay, I guess, you know what? You're not wrong, actually. There are a lot of halberds. I stand very corrected.
Come now, Gigi. Surely, gazing upon this wondrous work of Ashgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Durin, House Durin, Melton,
Pray do not fill the boy, the mammoth's head, with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic inquisitory doctrine. I should know, I work there. Furthermore, I am quite certain there is no House Durin part, and that is a rather ludicrous portmanteau of the four houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood... Okay. That's interesting. Is it possible that the servers are down? Let's see, I suppose. Here we can do Pooler. FF14 server status. Lobby server connection encountered an error. Huh. Let's see. Well, that's like load. We're in Behemoth. It's considered congested. Server seems to be having some hiccups. Yeah. It could be an attack. Absolutely. It could be like a DDoS attack. What's this one say? Ah! What was that? I don't like that. Don't do that. Ah! Let's see. Oh. Well, this is saying yesterday. Recovery from network technical difficulties caused by a DDoS attack. But that was literally yesterday. So there was a DDoS attack. During the time below, we were experiencing network technical difficulties due to a DDoS attack. Players may have experienced the following issues as a result. We'll continue to monitor the situation and work with ISPs to come up with countermeasures. Wow, February 13th at 8:19 a.m. Huh. Wow. It's got to be the same thing then. Wowee. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll look at down detector. Oh yeah, baby, there it is. Big ol' spike. 49 reports, but I mean, all depends on how many people are actually going on here and reporting stuff. Huh. But yeah, I think you're all right that it is probably another like DDoS attack. Go 2 hours ago. Yeah. Huh. Wild. Well, it may not, depending on how this goes. Yeah, how long was... So it was so it was only a 5-minute downtime from the one yesterday. So that's really, truly not that bad. It just might take a second. Oh, it just fully shut down on me. Huh. Wild. All right. Yeah, we'll just see what happens if I hop back in and try loading up. As long as I like get some like horrible malware injected through FF14 to my computer, but that's pretty unlikely. Such a spike, I'm gonna call it Spiegel! Get out of here, Tom. You wanna see my other characters? This was the one that I was playing for a little bit when I was trying to play a character offline. I only got to a level 22 miner because I spend most of my time mining. And this was not the character I thought. Oh, this must have been... I don't remember making this character, I'll be totally honest. Maybe I like made that character and did nothing with them. Huh. I have another character on another server. That was the first one I ever made. Like about a year before we started doing our like actual FF14 streams. And I got her to like level 30 Marauder. So not very far, but far enough to get a Chocobo, or maybe just shy of getting a Chocobo actually. I think that's what it was. We were like 2 quests away from finally getting the Chocobo. Well, it seems like we're connected at least, so maybe it's back. Yeah, pretty short. Wild. Absolutely wild. At least I didn't lose progress. That's actually more surprising than anything, considering that we were disconnected. Okay, let's see. We were about... Not filled the mammoth's head with such nonsense. That is the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. I should know. I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain there's no house during dinner part, and that is a rather ludicrous portmanteau of the 4 high houses, including that esteemed house which but recently stood as to witness your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let us make our way to the holy stables, that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Well, on the plus side, we really didn't have that long of downtime. Where am I going for this? South. Oh, I guess I could hit that Aethernet shard. That probably is faster. Whoop. Didn't mean to open that map. Must have had a quest thing. There we go. Patience, patience. The watched heretic never sins. Such noble creatures, chocobos. How many halcyon days did I pass in the saddle, racing across the windswept plains? So if I wanted that hair color, I'd have to eat plums, velfruits, and pineapples, but how many? Oh, I guess they give. Oh, they have... Maybe he does have funny colored feathers. That looks like wearing something. Yeah, I think he is. She's talking nonsense over here. Splendid specimens of horse-bird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos, it might help. It didn't. You know, just because you found him in Corthan Snowbake doesn't actually mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets, exposing him to all manner of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me. Like I said, you gotta ride with it. Go with the flow. Chill out.
But I want one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo, please, Father. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Am I that strange looking? Yes. Ah, it happened again. Dang, that's stinky. Ooh, system. Oh, it's all this stuff. Oh yeah, I did set this to maximum settings.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's nice. I'm back. Seems we're back up and running. Well. Well, maybe. I mean, I'm gonna keep this bad boy going, assuming that it'll be only another like 5-minute dip. Any second now, though. I gotta go help Jen with some groceries. It might be a good time for a BRB. Let's try to squeeze our butts back in here, see what happens. Okay, well, maybe it's shorter and less frequent. Whee! I've been subbed for 600 days. Wow. A lot of money. I don't remember Guardian that I selected. Interesting. Well, about that. Okay, well, didn't take us that long to get back in at least. I can skip most of this though. Because who knows how long we'll be back up before it blips again. Yep. Weird things looking at us. Why? Did it bug out, or did we? Yeah, I guess we literally got right at the end when we lost connection. Wow, that's funny. That's okay. Not a big deal. Alright, to the... I can just click this bad boy. Yeah. There's our band of boys. How's the day been treating you otherwise? Oh, not too bad. Nice and chill. Slept in a little bit. Finally finished my resume and cover letter yesterday night, so I was able to... That's partly why I finished my art classes. I finished my resume and cover letter, applied to a couple of places. So that's why today I was like, okay, I can reward myself a little bit of a bonus stream and hang out with y'all. I wanted to get most of that stuff knocked out before I spent too much extra time on streams. Still should apply to like at least 20 more places before I really settle in, but for today, I think it's okay to hang out a little bit.
These goods would fetch a high price in Ul'dah.
Receive your orders, detain your heretic, meet your quota, fury take me. It used to be so simple. Frightening on occasion, I grant you, what with my mentor's little episodes, but simple nonetheless. What if I picked one of my... What if I picked one with my eyes closed and gave it as a name day gift to myself? Ooh, I wonder what I'd get me. Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh, are we bugging out again? There it is. Well, let's see. It's 3 o'clock. I was only going to go up until 5. question really is, should we keep trying or should we just wrap this bad boy up early? Server. Let's see if there's any updates on the website. No, nothing new on there. I don't know. I think we'll play it safe. I think let's wrap this stream up a little bit earlier than planned. This way it'll give me a chance to kind of take care of some things prior to date night and Valentine's Day. But I'm still glad we were able to get in, what, a solid almost 4 hours, which, you know, honestly, that's pretty good. That's like the bare minimum for me in my mind of like how long I want to make my streams go. Wanted to finish Mega Man 4 today, but stupid snowstorm coming in needed to pick up a couple of things to get us through the weekend. Well, hopefully hopefully picking up stuff at the store wasn't total chaos, because, man, before the snowstorm hit here, what, 2 days ago? Wednesday, I think? Apparently, the grocery stores were absolutely fanatical. Tell Jen and Tenzin hi from Mom and myself. Absolutely will do. And tell Radio Mom that we also say hello too. Send all the love. Likewise. Have a good one. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, it was nice to at least knock out the Realm Reborn Hildibrand stuff. I don't know how long the Heavensward Hildibrand stuff was, but nice to at least get that started. So we'll wrap that up next time. Maybe we'll just, if I can squeeze in the time, maybe we'll just finish it tomorrow during the daytime before the Dragon Age stream. No beer, bread, or milk left in the shelves, so normal. I mean, at least they're all grabbing the important stuff, right? Let's see if we can go through the raid over to Face isn't streaming anymore. Oh, lovely. We've got Ori streaming. I think he's streaming earlier than normal. But he's doing some Wario Land 4. Well, that sounds perfect. Wario Land's a delight. Ori's a delight. And I rarely get to actually throw raids his way. So that sounds like a no-brainer. Oh, cool. Let's throw that dare raid his way. Cool. So we will be back tomorrow, minimally, for Dragon Age Inquisition. Tony will be joining us. That's Saturday. Monday will be more Fallout 2. And then Wednesday, we will be starting our journey through the PC fan remake of Zelda 2, which should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And then, obviously, we'll still squeeze in some extra FF14 wherever I have time. So we'll shoot for tomorrow during the daytime, like early in the day. So maybe around 11 o'clock, maybe we'll go from like 11 until like, I don't know, 11 till 3. So maybe another little shorty 4-hour stream. But it should be fun. But thanks for hanging out, folks. And I hope you all have a good time with Ori. Until tomorrow. See you later.
That came with the